What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Team Big Plays. So today we are doing another deck profile featuring our boy Corey. We are doing a Calamities Turbo deck that runs a small Orcust engine.
What is this deck?
Deck.
I've asked people to look into my deck and see if they can find an archetype, and no one can find one.
So yeah, you want to kind of explain that here? So we can get into the deck profile.
Well, let's see. Goal of the entire deck is to get to this boy. Alright, I use a lot of similar things that like Dragon Link does. I pretty much do what True King Dino does, but I do it more efficiently, more consistently, and I have more extenders and I can go even further than what they can do. It's pretty nice. And then I have a little extra spice in there for those who don't know. I know, my ending board's insane. I can put up like 38 Negates on my ending board. What? It's almost infinite Negates.
It's true.
I'm not kidding. Alright, you want to go ahead and get into it?
Yeah.
Alright, so, start off. Pickanet, Mathematician, Soul Eating. One card combo starters, they're heart and soul of the deck. If you draw one of these, you're gonna win. Alright? And then we got Catchieve, Tugilosaurus. These are extenders, searchable with Signet Mining, searchable with Soul Eating Overraptor or Fossil Dig. So if you open those two in combination, you can search the other one to get your extender. These over. Alright, then you gotta get into your dragon stuff because I run a ton of Dragon Link here. So we got Flamboyant Guard, Justice Shot because you need 2 and a 1. I run this over Galaxy Serpent because this has defense. So if I brick, I can set this and sometimes people can't get over it. Or at least someone runs to a monster, it takes damage. It works out for me. And then we have Carbonated. Carboneted's Carbonated. Guardragon, Guardragon. Protar, MD. Self-explanatory. I use this to search something else that you'll see later. Alright, next up we got level 9 package because I run level 9s in here. We got Deus Ex Crawler, Water Boy, Fire Boy, and Idly. Idly is great because it's a Nightmare monster, so if you get Smashy Rocked or like Hand Trapped, you go into Nightmare Mermaid, summon this, and by the time you get Smashy Rocked, you already have your monstrosity in hand. So you summon that, then you get 3 material Calamities, which is ridiculous. Then we got Baby Orcust package, essentially an Orcust card, and then Orcust Nightmare. Crescendo too, but there's some traps. You only need this to link it to the Galateos, so that way Crescendo's live. I use it for nothing else other than sending Gizmek after it's in the grave. And then we got Pegatops because searchable, great against anything. If I need it, I need it. If I don't need it, then it won't be in my hand. And then the spiciest thing, no one expects Cyberstein. Alright, no one expects this card. I mean, how many people do you know are going to go around paying 5,000 life points to negate all spells and traps on the field as many times as I want? It's pretty broken. And then these 2 hand traps, standard. Only 2 hand traps that I run in the entire deck other than impermanence. Yeah. Best hand trap in the game right now, personally. I like to blow up stuff, so. Alright, got some World Legacy stuff, 3 Monstrosity, 3 World Legacy Guardragon. If you open your starting hand and you have one of these in your hand, it's broken. You're gonna make the most busted field in the whole game. You got Fossil Dig because 1 card starter, you can add Soul Eating, you can add Gilosaurus, either one, so it works out great. Signet Mining, I would run 3 if I had 3. I pulled this one. Shout out to Trey Smith. But if I had more, I'd run it. It's an amazing card. If you open with Carbonated or with the World Challenge Guardragon in hand, you can send it to the graveyard and your engine's completely alive.
Plus a little Market Watch tip. That card is about to skyrocket.
This card's going to soar because at Ignister and Marine Cess are both Cybers. This card's going to be up at like probably $60 is what I'm predicting. So I'm stock up on these while you can. And then Foolish, because it's Foolish. Things in the grave are nice. I don't necessarily need it in the deck. I would probably run Monster Reborn over this, but this is what I was testing for today. And then Drag Down into the Grave, something that not a lot of people see. what this card does, both players reveal their hands, and then you choose a card for your opponent to discard, and then they get to draw another card. So this is great against stopping Nibiru, stopping hand traps. I used this on a guy today who opened double impermanence, so I was able to get rid of one of those and still go full board, because I can play through 2 hand traps usually. And if they draw the Nibiru off of it, then I'm just gonna cry. Like I said. But I can play through it anyway, so it's not really that big of a deal. Because they give me a token to work with, I still have backup Mermaid, Italy, same thing. And then our 2 traps. 1 impermanence, I'd run 2 if I had to. I just don't have any more. You're right, I don't have 2. And then 1 Crescendo because baby Orcust. Alright, extra. Extra deck, you got Barricade Blocker. I don't know why I said that. It's a Dark Machine Link monster, requires any 2 monsters with different names. It's good because you go into this, you go Guardragon, you get Omni Brotar, and then you can search your Cyberstein because it's a Dark Machine.
Especially that officer.
Lambda because generic Link 2, Guardragons need it. If I don't open the combo to go into the full Cyberstein thing, then I'll go into this, that way I just have normal Guardragons. Galatea because Orcust. And then Phoenix and Mermaid because also Orcust or backup plan. Striker Jab because who doesn't love draw power and free summons? And then Triple Reverse Seal, and then Guardragon package. Oh, it's the wings. It's beautiful, right? And then we have VFD, most broken card in this entire game. People can't play just because of this. I'll put only this card on the field and they won't be able to do anything. Abyss, face up negate, and level 9 target. Yep, because this is what you go into with your 1-card starter, and this is what starts the entire thing. If someone like cherries this, or like Anish Rocket Dragon, Trish Fusion, if they hit this, I'm gonna have a bad time. I can still do things, but this is kind of like my gateway. And then Turk Stario, pay 5,000 life points. Discard, it's great. It's not a once per turn. You can negate a spell or trap by banishing a card from your graveyard, then sending from a card from the top of your deck to the grave. Not a once per turn. Banishes and sends its cost, so you can't ash it if someone tries to do that for some reason. I haven't had someone try and do that yet, because by that point I've negated everything anyway. But you can negate as many times you have cards in your deck, which at the end of the combo you usually have like 34, 35 cards still left in your deck, depending on how many cards you're running. Because you only need 10 main deck cards to do this combo. It's ridiculous. The rest of it's just extenders and 1-card starters. So it's pretty crazy, man. And then, quick side, I'm not good at going second, so I have Super Poly because, you know, just clear the board. Also, Super Poly is really good because if their opponent, or if my opponent's monsters aren't dark monsters, I can fix that. Just be like, Calamities, dark, I'm just gonna clear your stuff anyway. Dark Ruler no more because I'm terrified of combo decks, to be honest. I know I am one, but this is what I do. Pendulums, I hate, so I run this. I know, Damien, Pendulum Boy. 2 Mind Control, I didn't use it once today. It's really good in theory, and it'll either bait and negate or it can out problem cards. Like, I didn't go up against Thunder, but if you do, you can just Mind Control their Colossus, and then you're just like, hey, thanks for the free monster. And then it's like link material, because I love linking. Respect the back row, and then Droll and Veiler. So, beside these 2 hand traps, Veiler's good, and Droll's good. Droll's good against Pendulums, again against whoever likes to add a ton. Like Striker, Droll's pretty good against. Veiler, also good against Striker. My main problem is Striker, if I'm going second. Going second in general is a problem for me, but stuff like this definitely helps. Striker's my main problem.
Well, thanks for watching, guys. Remember, if you enjoyed, like, subscribe, notification bell, general stuff. All links will be down in the description. Peace.
Subscribe to Team Sodor.
Later.
You going?
Yeah, shout out.
Alright, shout out to Trey Smith for blessing my card packs, getting me that sign at mining. Shout out to my boy Damien, letting me use some Dark Rulers, because, you know, Pendulums are scary. Shout out to the side deck, home store, they're great, man. They're great. Shout out to my boys at Team Sodor. You guys should subscribe, links in the description. If it's not, I'm gonna comment with the link to the video. Subscribe. Top 16, man. Let's go.
Yeah, top 16 OTS championship.
Yeah, regional.
Yeah. All right. Later.
Bruh, look at this dude. Wait till you see the. No, 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 no. Look at the top of his head. Look at his lips.